Okay, so Assalamu alaikum. Well, in this video, we're going to talk about the eyelids. We'll talk about the anatomy of the eyelids, the blood supply, the nerve supply, and the lymphatic drainage. So let's begin with the eyelids. So eyelids are basically the folds of skin which are covering the eyeball anteriorly, right? And the fissure or the opening between the two eyelids is called as the palpebral fissure. And the scientific term we use for eyelids is the palpebra. Okay, so there will be palpebral arteries, the palpebral nerves, and so on, right? So this is a fissure which is formed by the fusion of the two eyelids. Basically this fissure separating the two eyelids anteriorly, right? And then there are medial and lateral angles at the fusion point of the two eyelids. These angles are called as canthi, like canthi or canthi, whatever you call it, the median and lateral canthi. And then there is a small triangular space medially, as you can see here. So this triangular space is called as lacus lacrimalis, just like a lake or a झील होती है पानी को accumulate करके रखती है अपने पास. In this same way, the tear film or the tears are accumulated in this lake-like portion of the medial canthi or the medial angle of the eyelids, and this is called as the lacus lacrimalis. So this portion is called as lacus lacrimalis, right? So in the lacus lacrimalis we'll be finding that there is a kind of elevation, like elevated some mucus का area होता है या mucous membrane का area होता है, that is called as a lacrimal caruncle, right? So this is the lacrimal caruncle. As you can see, it's an elevated portion in the lacus lacrimalis. Okay, then we say that this is basically, this caruncle is modified skin and skin glands होते हैं इसके अंदर. And then a bit lateral to this caruncle यहाँ पर एक, you can say, एक longitudinal सा fold होता है mucous membrane का. This longitudinal fold is called as plica semilunaris. So इसके लिए हम लोग किसी भी longitudinal fold के लिए ही यूज़ करते हैं. So this longitudinal fold will be the plica semilunaris, and this is just a bit lateral to the lacrimal caruncle, which was a elevated portion of kind of aggregation of the skin and the sweat glands. अच्छा जी, नेक्स्ट टर्म वी यूज़ इज़ द लैक्रिमल पेपिला. ओके, बेसिकली हम ये कहते हैं दैट द आई लिड्स आर मेड अप ऑफ टू layers, an outer rounded layer, kind of outer rounded margin, and an inner sharp margin. If you can just look at your eyelids, you will be finding that there is an outer boundary and there is an inner boundary of each eyelid, right? The outer boundary is quite rounded, while the inner one is quite sharp. So the outer one is lodging the eyelashes. As you can see, there are 2 to 3 layers of hair or the cilia. We also call the eyelashes as cilia, right? So these are the 2 or 3 layers of cilia, and they are attached on the outer boundary of the eyelids, while the inner boundary is quite sharp and there are no eyelids on the inner boundary of the free border of the eyelids. Okay, so they say that the eyelids are basically consisting of a lateral 5/6 portion, that is the ciliary portion or the portion lodging the eyelids, and there is a medial 1/6 portion where the eyelids end. Okay, so the point where eyelids end, there is again you can say an elevation on the eyelid, and that elevation is called as the lacrimal papilla. Okay, so the point where the eyelids end, the skin is basically a bit of elevated and called as the lacrimal papilla on the eyelids, right? So on top of this lacrimal papilla, there is a kind of a hole or a punctum, and this is called as a lacrimal punctum. Punctum basically हम word use करते हैं for any hole. Okay, so within the summit of this lacrimal papilla, there is the lacrimal punctum, which you can see here. So the point where the eyelashes end, that is called as the lacrimal portion of the eyelids, and in this portion we'll be finding that there is an elevation called as the lacrimal papilla, on top of which we're having a hole called as the lacrimal punctum. ओके जी, द नेक्स्ट थिंग विच वी गोइंग टू बी सेइंग इज दैट द इनर बॉर्डर, तो होगा ना आउटर बॉर्डर के बाद जहाँ पे आई लैशेज हैं, बट द इनर बॉर्डर इज क्वाइट फ्री एंड इट इज़ क्वाइट शार्प, एंड दैट इज़ बेसिकली लॉजिंग द, यू कैन से, द ओपनिंग्स ऑफ द टार्सल ग्लैंड्स. आईलिड्स के अंदर, आईलिड्स के स्ट्रक्चर के अंदर कुछ ग्लैंड्स भी होते हैं इसके आईलिड्स के सबस्टेंस के अंदर, एंड दीज आर कॉल्ड एज the tarsal glands. Okay, so the openings of the tarsal glands will be at the inner border of the eyelids. So these are the openings of the tarsal glands which we are seeing here. अच्छा जी, then if we talk about the structure of eyelids, so the structure of eyelids consisting of certain layers from out to inward. These are the skin. Definitely the outermost layer will always be skin, and the skin is quite extensible and quite elastic and can accumulate fluid and blood within it. जब भी कोई infection हो जाए या कोई injury हो जाएगी, it can accommodate fluid वगैरह. And then there is superficial fascia, जिसमें sometimes fat भी होता है, लेकिन mostly it is free of fat. Then an important muscle is present here, जो कि हमें नज़र भी आ रहा है. This is the muscle, and this is basically the palpebral part of orbicularis oculi, जो कि मसल आई का वहाँ का जो एक palpebral part होता है, वो हमें इसकी eyelids के अंदर नज़र आ रहा होता है. Then we say that देयर इज़ एन ऑर्बिटल सेप्टम. जब हमने फेशिया ऑफ द आई स्टडी किया था, दैट देयर वाज अ periorbital fascia, or the orbital fascia, which was the fascia covering the eye orbit. So that eye orbit covering fascia basically descends down within the substance of eyelid and forms the orbital septum. This is the orbital septum, as you can see, which is simply the fascia covering the eye orbit and extending into the eyelids. And this orbital septum is just present deep to the superficial fascia, and then there is orbital fat, just a small amount of it. Muscles of retraction, basically as I told you, that there is a dense connective tissue sheet within the substance of each eyelid, and that dense connective tissue sheet is called as uh, the orbital, एक तो हो गया ना orbital septum. Then there is a dense connective tissue sheet called as the हाँ इसी को orbital septum को कह रहे हैं basically. So no, that's the dorsal plates, right? एक तो होगी चीज़ orbital septum, which is the prolongation of the periorbital fascia within the eyelids. Then there is another sheet called as the tarsal plate, which is a deep connective tissue of the eyelids. Okay, और इसी tarsal plate का basically हमारा superior tarsal muscle या inferior tarsal muscle भी आकर attach होता है from above downwards, right? So within the substance of eyelids we are having the skin, the superficial fascia, the orbital septum जो कि periorbita से आ रहा है, we have the tarsal plate, which is a deep connective tissue of the eyelids itself. और इसी और इसके साथ हमारे you can say attachment होती है हमारे superior tarsal muscle की, inferior tarsal muscle की. And in addition to that, then the innermost, so that was the tarsal I was talking about, the innermost layer of the eyelids is the conjunctiva, which is simply a transparent film of fluid over the inner aspect of the eyelids. And let me tell you one more thing, that there's a layer of conjunctiva over the eyeball, and there is a layer of conjunctiva on the inner aspect of eyelid, and the point where these two layers meet, this point is called as the fornix of the eye. So this is the fornix of the eye, where the two layers of the conjunctiva are meeting. And on this diagram you can appreciate the layers of the eyelid. There is the skin, there is the levator palpebrae superioris muscle, right? And then there is a tarsal gland, which I told you that they are present within the substance of the eyelids, and they're opening on the inner margin of the eyelids. यहाँ पे इसकी opening हो रही होती है, right? And then there is the orbital septum, there is the tarsal plate, which is the deep connective tissue of the eyelids. So and then the conjunctiva, of course, the innermost layer. So with this now we're done with the layers of the eyelid, right? ओके सो इसके अलावा एक और बात की जाती है कि हमने देखा कि टार्सल ग्लैंड्स होते हैं विद इन द सब्सटेंस ऑफ आईलिड्स, एंड इन एडिशन टू दैट देयर आर सम अदर ग्लैंड्स एज वेल. ओके सो दीज ग्लैंड्स आर बेसिकली द जीज ग्लैंड्स, यहाँ मेंशन नहीं है, बट जीज ग्लैंड्स आर बेसिकली एसोसिएटेड विद द सीलिया और द आई लैशेस. ठीक है, आई लैशेस के आसपास एक यू कैन से लॉज हुए होते हैं. दीज ग्लैंड्स आर कॉल्ड एज जीज ग्लैंड्स, एंड दे आर क्वाइट लार्ज सेबेशियस ग्लैंड्स. ओके, अगर आपको भी रात को ज़्यादा सोकर सुबह उठो तो आंखों के ऊपर एक सिक्रीशन से आ जाती हैं, एंड दैट इज द सिक्रीशन ऑफ द जीज ग्लैंड्स व्हिच आर इंटरस्पर्स्ड विद इन among the cilia. And in addition to those sebaceous Z's glands, there are also some Moll's gland. Moll's glands are basically the sweat glands associated with the Z's glands and the cilia, right? And then we जो भी हमने बात की है tarsal glands की, we also use the term Meibomian glands for these tarsal glands. Okay, so अब तीन तरह glands हो गए हैं. These tarsal glands जो कि basically within the substance of eyelid present, and second one was the Z's glands जो कि sebaceous glands हैं interspersed among the cilia of the eyelids, and third one was a Moll's glands जो कि basically sweat glands, right? So these are all the glands. And then they say that जो एक muscle है, this levator palpebrae superioris, it receives two tendinous slips from the tarsus. हमने एक deep connective tissue पढ़ा था tarsus which of the eyelid. It is receiving the two slips of the levator palpebrae superioris, out of which one is voluntary and another is involuntary. तो जो एक involuntary से slip होती है जो कि receive करे tarsus of the muscle of levator palpebrae superioris, उसकी जो involuntary slip है उसके लिए हम यूज़ करते हैं term of Muller's muscle. Okay, Muller's muscle. So these were some terms I wanted to clear out before we move ahead. So this is the arterial supply of the eyelids, and it is basically, as I told you, palpebra is a word we use for eyelids, so the blood supply will also be like this word, right? So the superior and inferior palpebral branches of the ophthalmic artery, you know कि eye की region की जो artery, that is ophthalmic artery, okay, which is a branch of internal carotid artery. So this ophthalmic artery will be giving the superior and inferior palpebral branches which will be supplying the eyelids. In addition to this, there are also some lateral palpebral branch of the lacrimal artery. Lacrimal artery is present on the lateral aspect of the eyelid, and there it gives the lateral palpebral artery, which in addition to the superior and inferior palpebral arteries supply the eyelids. So they all form an arcade or a network around the eyelids, which will be supplying it later on. Okay, here goes arterial supply, and then the veins are going to be draining into the ophthalmic and the facial veins, definitely. Okay, so nerve supply is basically upper eyelid की अलग होगी, lower eyelid की अलग होगी. The upper eyelid is supplied from the lateral to medial side. You know lateral aspect की कौन सी nerve होगी? जो lateral aspect होती है mostly lacrimal nerve ही पड़ी होती है. So first is the lacrimal nerve, then is the supraorbital nerve, then is the trochlear nerve, and then the infratrochlear nerve. So all these four nerves are from the lateral to medial side are supplying the upper eyelid. Cool. The lacrimal, the supraorbital, the supratrochlear, and the infratrochlear. And then for the lower eyelid will be having the infraorbital and the infratrochlear nerve. सिंपल, बस दो हैं नीचे की, ऊपर की चार है, नीचे की दो नर्व्स हैं. Lymphatic drainage is going to be the medial half of the eye is going to be draining into the submandibular lymph nodes, and the lateral half is going to be draining into the preauricular or the parotid lymph nodes, क्योंकि यहाँ पे parotid gland ही पड़ा होता है lateral aspect of the face पे. So medial वाली submandibular में और lateral aspect से parotid gland में जा रही है. So उसकी lymphatic drainage भी होगी. इसके अलावा टर्म यूज़ होती है Horner syndrome की. Horner syndrome is basically a syndrome of the involving the upper eyelid. Why? Because it is the syndrome in which the sympathetic supply to the eyes or to the face is cut off, क्योंकि जो basically cervical portion होता है sympathetic chain का वो डैमेज हुआ होता है इसमें, and it results in the drooping of upper eyelid. ठीक है, it results in the constant, इसको हम टॉसिस का वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं drooping of the upper eyelid के लिए. Then there is a meiosis which is constant constriction of the pupil, and then there is anhidrosis कि जिस साइड का लीजन होगा उस साइड पे स्वेटिंग नहीं होगी. ये तो हो गया हॉर्नर सिंड्रोम. फिर कुछ एबनॉर्मलिटी होती है आईलिड की, डिजीज़ हैं कुछ. नंबर 1 इज़ द चलाजियन. चलाजियन इज़ बेसिकली एन इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ द टार्सल ग्लैंड, जो हम देखे थे विद इन सब्सटेंस ऑफ आईलिड प्रेजेंट थे. सेकंड इज़ द एक्ट्रोपियन. एक्ट्रोपियन इज़ बेसिकली हमारा जो हमने देखा था देयर वाज लैक्रिमल पंक्टम, राइट है, उसकी इवर्जन हो जाती है, वो बाहर की तरफ प्रोट्रूड आउट कर जाता है इन ओल्ड एज. सो दैट कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एक्ट्रोपियन. ओके, एंड द थर्ड कंडीशन इज कॉल्ड एज द स्टाया और होर्डोलियम. ओके, या होर्डियोलम. ओके, सो दिस स्टाई बोल दो, स्टाया बोल दो. स्टाई और होर्डोलियम इज अ कंडीशन इन विच देयर इज एन इन्फ्लेमेशन ऑफ द ग्लैंड्स ऑफ जीज. वो ग्लैंड्स एसोसिएटेड विद द सेबेशियस ग्लैंड्स एसोसिएटेड विद द सीलिया विद और विद दिस रीजन. These were the G's glands. अगर इनकी inflammation हो जाए, that will be the stia or hordeolum. So with this note, we are done with everything which has to be studied regarding eyelids. So thank you so much for watching.